Dr. Okey Umeano is the Chief Economist at the Securities and Exchange Commission, and he's joining me right now. Let's take a look at the capital market. Actually, we focus concerning the CMC, Capital Markets
Committee.
Committee, yes.
Yeah.
So many acronyms in this head, only God will save me. Welcome to you, Doctor.
Thank you, Nancy. Good to be here again.
Fantastic. Now, CMC meeting this week. Talk to me about what the CMC is, because I know you have CMC every year.
Yeah.
Perhaps the last time I talked to you.
Yeah, we had.
We
have it 3 times a year, actually. Yeah.
Second, third.
We have it we have 2 virtual CMC meetings and 1 physical one. So
why
this
are you
is the
having 2
physical
virtual?
one.
You're trying to cut costs.
We're trying to be efficient, make the best use of our resources. Yes.
So why do we have CMC? Why do you conduct CMC meetings?
Okay. Thank you for that question. CMC is a capital market committee. It is a meeting of all the stakeholders in the capital market. You have the exchanges, we have the brokers, the
what do you mean
issuing
by
houses.
the exchanges?
I mean the platforms on which trades are made, securities trades are made.
The NGX?
NGX, FMDQ, NASD, FX, there are many
because
NCX.
it's plural now.
Yeah. So we have all of them in a room with the regulator, and we discuss the market. How do we make our market better? How do we make it deeper? How do we make it a better level playing field for everyone, and things like that?
So why is this one important? Why is this one important?
This one is important because of where our economy is today. You know the macroeconomic issues we have with inflation, with FX, and it's also the first one we are having, physically since the new government came in. So we want to see how we can position the market, in line with what the government wants to do. Recently, we had a conference where we actually planned or spoke about financing infrastructure using the capital
the
market.
WACC mark, isn't it?
The WACC mark, yes. Yes. So this is also, to discuss more along those lines.
Okay, so this meeting will also be focused on infrastructure?
That's not the only focus, but we're going to talk about it.
Is it that WACC mark, your meeting did not finish?
Remember, WACC mark is for the region, the West African region. So we are talking about Nigeria now. How do we support government to provide infrastructure? How do we use private capital to provide infrastructure? Remember, we really can't grow as an economy if we are not able to provide cost-reducing infrastructure. We cannot compete, and that's what we want to do.
President Tinubu wants to deliver a $1 trillion economy.
And we believe that we'll play a part in that. We believe that.
You have a market-friendly president, though. Yeah. Even during the elections, we talked about the 3 candidates are pro-market.
Yeah.
So anyone that would have entered it will be pro-market and pro-business. Yes. So for President Tinubu, he wants to deliver a $1 trillion. And you think the market has a part
We think that the capital market has a big role to play. The capital market encourages capital formation. You really can't form capital without a capital market. And like I said before, we can provide infrastructure through the capital market. And that's what the economy needs to grow to that level that the president wants it to. So we want government to focus on private capital funding infrastructure through the capital market. What we need is the enabling laws. We need everything to be in place, the factors to be in place, such that we can do that. We believe that the capital market can solve our FX liquidity problems, can help.
Okay.
Because if the capital market is well positioned, it will attract capital, to attract FX into the country. And that will help ease this liquidity problem we have.
Are you encouraged? I don't know if you saw the news. The president is over in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And the news around investments in our oil sector, especially refineries, the news about interest perhaps from Saudi Aramco, which is, of course, a big wig.
A big one, yeah.
A big one in Saudi Arabia. This question may be off for you, but I think I need to also ask you because you read the news. So how did you take the news, or even how are you and your colleagues perhaps when you saw that news? How is it coming off?
Nancy, any FX inflows we can get now is good. So what we need is actually foreign direct investment. We also need foreign portfolio investment, but the one that stays, the one that is more patient, is foreign direct investment, and that's what the news is telling us, that there will be some investment in our oil industry. Of course, you know, we have the largest gas reserves in Africa. We have a lot of crude oil reserves. And if we can, you know, improve our production, it will help us attract more FX. That will help ease the liquidity and reduce prices. So it's a chain. And I think that the more we can attract these investments, the better. So it's good news. I've been happy since I heard that news.
It's a matter of, you know, announcing. The more work it's about getting it into the country. And of course, as Nigeria, getting our acts together.
That's true.
Perhaps when I saw it, I was like, okay, Saudi Aramco interested in it, fantastic. But we need to even get an NPCL first listed.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say. Aramco,
so
Saudi Aramco had the biggest IPO in the world recently.
About $2.5 billion.
So we are hoping that NNPC will come along. We believe that the market encourages efficiency, encourages good corporate governance. We believe that when NNPC gets listed, does an IPO, gets listed, it will be better managed. It will do much better than it's doing now. So we think that the market is there to help NNPC even deliver better value for Nigeria. So hearing about Aramco coming in, we believe that NNPC will learn from them and quickly. NNPC has said that they want to come to a market.
It was to list.
But
it depends on the time.
That's the thing. So we are hoping that it will happen as quickly as possible.
And you know, to list on the NGS,
for
those of now, there is a rules and regulation.
No. But those are the things that ensures that the companies that are listed there are well managed, and you know that people can trust those companies. I remember NGX is not the only exchange we have. We have several. So we believe that NNPC can, you know, list several securities, and not just equities. They can also begin to, you know, access the bond markets, the corporate bond markets, and many other things that we have in the markets.
How does this? How does the capital market master plan? How does it really relate to even the CMC meeting you have this week? Because for me, I remember last year there was a CMC meeting also in November, and the former Minister of Finance, I think she revised the capital markets master plan.
Yes.
Since you told me you are focused on infrastructure now, so my mind is saying, where is the capital market master plan? Because we know it's 2015 to 2025, and you have about 2 years or less than 2 years to the end of that. Speak to me about the revision
and what we've done.
Yes, and what you've done, and how it would the relationship with what you're doing on Thursday. Any other question? What my mind is going through also is market governance. That was what we were looking at in the past. Do you have other objectives within the capital market master plan?
I like coming to your show because you bring out the points that need to be you know, emphasized.
Thank you.
One of those points is what we are doing with the capital market master plan. You know, that master plan, like you rightly said, is supposed to lead us to 2025, and we have a lot of things there. I want to tell you that some of them, between the time we spoke last year and now, a lot has been achieved. Now we have a derivatives market that is trading as we speak. We have a commodities market that is getting stronger by the day. New products are coming. Today, we have gold traded on our commodities market, gold futures. We are hoping to soon have crude oil futures. We didn't have all these things before. We have agricultural products trading. This government is also talking about solid minerals, and we believe that we cannot do anything in terms of improving or developing our solid minerals without the market. It's still part of what the master plan is supposed to do, and we are doing it. The unclaimed dividend problem getting solved. If we have a big announcement soon about the new dividend portal, it will come. You know, so a lot is being done. And even the infrastructure you're talking about, Nancy, is part of what the capital markets master plan covers. We're supposed to support government with infrastructure provision using private capital. So there's also the non-interest capital markets. That's Islamic finance. So all these things are growing, and they are all part of what we have in the master plan. So everything we are doing is as contained in the master plan. And I must tell you that we are on track to meet our objectives, our targets by 2025.
Who is assessing you people? Because I know that you are the regulator.
Yes.
Who is your own?
Okay. We do self-assessment, but we also let the market assess us. We conduct surveys. okay,
will
they
say no before? Will they say no when they
Nancy,
have?
I'm going to send you the next survey.
Send me.
I'll send
when
you the next survey.
There will be.
I hope you're seeing our market, our equities market.
Yes, I know. I talk about it every day.
This year,
yes, return on investment
over 60%. So you can see, you know, and this is an economy where we have high inflation, we have FX problems, and we're still doing this well.
Do you think that your stakeholders will be truthful to give you good feedback when you send those?
They will, because the surveys are anonymous. They are anonymous.
Okay.
Yeah, and Nancy, I must tell you that all the things are coming are not positive. We still have some negative comments, and we try to improve. For instance, the SEC is trying to improve how it conducts its business with capital market operators. What do I mean? There's this issue of time to market when they bring in applications for issuing securities and all that. Sometimes we delay a bit because of the processes we have. We are streamlining those processes. We are bringing in technology to make it faster. So most our operators are going to see a faster SEC, a more efficient SEC next year. We are making a big investment into that. We have improved the capacity inside, staff capacity. We've done a lot. We're going through a lot of trainings and all that. So all these things are to improve in the areas where they give us negative comments. Yeah.
So how does all this really impact, how do investors feel? How do your stakeholders, not even investors, how do your stakeholders feel, especially after the CMC meeting? Because I guess you guys will give yourselves KPIs in all those meetings.
Yeah.
How do they really feel? And how can the Nigerian investing public, those that are watching right now, that are invested in that market, have confidence that the regulator is watching everything happening and have our own interests
at heart?
How
they would know, let me start with the last question. How the investors will know that it's what we are doing now, awareness, letting them know that this is what is on. For instance, I mentioned the e-dividend thing. Okay, so we are creating a new portal for e-dividends to make it easier for people who haven't mandated their accounts for e-dividends to do so. One of the problems we have with the unclaimed dividend things are many people don't even know that they have these monies. Over time, we have been announcing, oh, come out, go to your broker, start the process so you get your money. Many Nigerians haven't done that. But we're even making it simpler. We're trying to make it simpler. Okay, that's one. The second one is every time we come out, we tell investors that we are protecting them. One of our mandates is investor protection. So the commission tries to that's why we release things, warning people about certain operators, about certain products.
But not everybody reads.
That's the thing.
Because you put it on your website and all of that. How many people?
But we try to come to money line with Nancy.
Yes, it's not also enough.
It's not enough.
Yes, it's not enough. How many times do you come? Do you understand? I agree that
we
people
try to come more.
Yes, I agree that people watch, but people don't even talk about this. They don't know about this. I get a lot of questions. Oh, my dad bought this social shares. I still have a certificate of companies that have
even gone.
Do you understand?
Or merged.
Yes, and you see me that I'm doing your job, and I'm explaining.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you.
But
Nigerians have to understand that these things have been streamlined. They're easy to do. If you have
they won't understand unless you educate. Financial literacy is low.
Yeah, I agree with you. We need to do more. We need to do more in that area. But investors in Nigeria have to understand that these things are made easy. You can come, claim your unclaimed dividends. You can invest in our market. Our market is actually very good. Our market is returning very well. Our equities market this year has delivered positive real returns. What it means is the returns are higher than inflation. So if you have invested in the market this year, you have beaten inflation. So these are good things.
I said it at the beginning of the program. I don't know if you saw that the way the market is going, if we continue in this trajectory, it may be one of the best markets, or one of the best performing markets in Africa this year. Even in the world. I actually mentioned that at the beginning of the program. So, Dr. Umeano, I think we'll leave it to that. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you
very much. Is there any other thing you want to say?
I just want to ask Nigerians to keep investing in the market. We want younger people to invest in the capital market. You can, yes. The market creates wealth. So, and we want a younger demographic in that market.
Perhaps the next program, let's take a look at even attracting younger investors.
Yes.
Should we look at that? Perhaps
yeah, we
next,
should.
yes.
We should actually.
One of these days, perhaps when you're back from the CMC meeting, because Nigeria is a young country.
It's a young country.
And our young people are not in the market. We have older people in the market. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much, Nancy.
I hope it won't take another CMC to see you.
No, I hope I'll come.
All right, thank you very much for coming. I've been speaking with Dr. Okey Umeano, the Chief Economist at the SEC, that's the Securities and Exchange Commission, that's the apex regulatory body for the Nigerian capital market. Thank you all for being a part of the show today. Please join us again tomorrow. I'll be here bright and early with another guest, with another topic. Be the best you can be and be the change that you want to see. I am Nancy Naji.